Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Alright. Hello everyone, my name's Ethonra, and welcome back to Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. Sorry if you were expecting a video yesterday. I was going to do it, but some things came up, and then I was going to do it earlier today, but yet again, things came up. But I also wanted to make sure I was ready this time. Last time I got ahead of myself because I was so eager to jump into the stream that I didn't prepare like I usually do. That, of course, being eating. And y'all know what it's like. When I eat too much, I get the itis, get real sleepy, and just want to lay down. But then if I eat too little, not only do I not have enough energy to finish the stream, but I might get a little cranky, or my focus isn't where it should be, or my muscles start to atrophy. You know, it's always something. So this time I hit a good medium to where I ate, but I didn't eat too much, and it was a while ago, so we should be good now. I was just looking at what the date is. Today's March the 10th, meaning yesterday was the 9th. And that's funny to me because the number 9 and I have a interesting relationship. Not a very good one, if I'm being honest. But I said all that because before I checked, I was thinking, you know what? If I get a tattoo, I should get one on the day that I had the most viewers ever. A grand total of 6. And of course, it'd be March the 9th. So, there's more of that Ethonra luck for you. We are going to probably do that event first, provided my controller lets me. It's kind of doing this right now.
Hey, come here. Let's put our heads together. Connect some dots.
I think...
Okay, take a look yourself.
I think I got his bounties already, but I'm just checking. Yeah, see, so either I did earlier and then did them and then it reset, or I just straight up forgot. But I don't feel like I forgot. I think I just did them and then it reset. The description on this one's pretty funny. I decided to read it because it mentioned hand cannons. And this is perfect because this is exactly what we want to do. Alright. Ah, crap. Oh, and I know which one it is.
Hi, Cora. I'm picking up some familiar darkness readings. The same sort of energy the pyramids give off.
My Hidden have reported Scorn smuggling pyramid tech into the throne world, though their ultimate purpose there remains unclear. Stay cautious, but see what you can learn.
We're on it.
I'm using my, I almost called it Royal Entry, because it was the first rocket launcher I had that did that. But it's not Royal Entry, it's the Hawk or Hawk one that I showed the other day. The one that has lasting impression and tracking. Actually, no. Oh wait, does it have tracking? Because if it has tracking, that's kind of a waste. Okay, yeah, impulse amplifier. That's good. I was about to say, man, because Hawk or Hawk-A. I'm gonna say Hawk. Hawk sounds better than Hawk-A because it sounds like I'm trying to say hooky, but really fancy. Anyway, the Hawk guns have well, rocket launchers have tracking built into them. So not only should they not come with tracking, it should actually be impossible, but even if they do, it'll be kind of a waste because they don't need it because they have it innately. It's gonna be like a little trap. Ah, I was about to jump because that was gonna happen. Poor guy. Hope they hit the machine. Perfect. Well, most of it. Yep, I just shot his head off with a rocket launcher. You can do that with lasting impression. As you can probably guess, that's definitely one way to leave an impression. You know, kill them Albert Wesker style. I'm not kidding, by the way, when I said I don't know how to... I'll actually pay attention this time just to see. Because I swear I've done the heroic version once, and I do mean literally once, and I think it was on accident, because it was when everything was still new.
The
And
pyramid super
wasn't
weapon
this.
is no more.
Yeah, wow, good work. But you can bet there'll be another soon. Like you Vanguard folks say, stay vigilant, Guardian.
Something else I like, being a hunter. This, and I guess the EDZ, and maybe the Cosmic Drone to an extent. And while I'm at it, I might as well name the other ones. Venus. I want to say Titan, but that one's actually biased, so that one doesn't count. But those worlds really do bring the exploring the wilds kind of feel, you know, as a hunter. Especially this one, with the jungle and the swamps. Also, I was thinking that I'm debating on it. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm debating if I should stream the legendary mode just because, even though there's really no point, but for the sake of extra content, I might do that. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I might flip a coin or something, but I have been thinking about it just so it'll give me more to do, more to show off. It shouldn't be as much of a train wreck because my character is much stronger now. But at the same time, do you really want to see me have an easier time? And I'm definitely not about to de-level myself for the sake of humor.
Guardian, the psychic energy my hidden detected is concentrated in this area. Find the source, and you might be able to learn more from Sagira's shell. It's possible she learned how Savathun stole the Traveler's light before she died. There must be some clue here. Search the area. I've delivered the general location data to your ghost, though I don't have anything precise.
I didn't, you know, grind out this...
I'm sensing pyramid-related interference between us and the coordinates Ikora sent. There must be a way to get around it.
I didn't spend all this time... Well, to be fair, I didn't spend that long, unless you count Season 15 as well. But I didn't spend all this time getting the nigh-perfect hunter rolls just to slap on some garbage just for the sake of ha-ha getting two-shotted and one-shotted by everything. So probably won't do that, but I'll definitely put more thought into it. Especially if it means, you know, more upgrade modules. Because those things get really expensive really fast when you're trying to level up quickly. So if those have been reset for me, because this character technically has not done legendary, then I probably will do it. Especially since I know more or less what to suspect this time. Alright, he's dead. Oh, one thing I should mention, because I'm almost certain it's going to happen sooner or later, especially if I do it on Legendary where the enemies are more aggressive. If you shoot something with a rocket launcher that has lasting impressions, and they survive, and they're hyper aggressive, they will 1000% run at you with the missile sticking out of their head about to explode. So if that happens, in fact, I would say do it anyway. Just don't even give them the opportunity. Shoot them with the rocket launcher and then run like hell is at your heels.
That, right there. That's contributing to the interference. Maybe we can destroy it.
Just got done playing Ring Around the Phone with Troublemaker. Wasn't in the mood to do so with a zombie alien.
That helped, but I'm picking up another source of interference. Let's track it down.
But yeah, you see what I mean? How a hunter can feel kind of at home in a place like this. I bet Cade would have loved it. Especially since he's an exo, he wouldn't have to worry about mosquitoes. But yeah, especially those kind of guys. Like, they can run really, really fast when they want to beat you with that nightstick. Or club, rather. Yes, really, Troublemaker. Consider it your code name. If you want to do something about it, wait till Saturday. Oh, I'm sure you will.
These old, half-forgotten pathways. That power you're using is making them real again. Rebuilding them through memory.
Hopefully, Sagira's shell holds that same potential. With the right concentration of psychic energy, a resonant memory connected to her shell will manifest. But this is all theoretical still. It's never been done.
Oh, really? Yep, play with that. I think he just dropped a legendary. I think, yeah, but I'm pretty sure there was more. That's right above me or right below me. Somewhere. I'm still not really good with reading the radar when an enemy's on the same level as me or not. But I don't have time to worry about that. Oh, is that right? Well, I don't know. I can be pretty attentive. Then, of course, watch me, like, miss this jump and die. I'm just going to go invisible. I didn't want to risk actually tagging one with this and then they all rush me and I get blown up. Also, you're gonna have to get comfortable because these are essentially puzzles. And I am not good with puzzles. I'm pretty sure I was shooting that. But whatever, I've been wrong before.
Once we learned Savathun was impersonating Osiris, I wanted to believe Sagira was still alive, trapped somewhere, like him. And that if we played our cards right, we'd free her too. But at least we found her. She can help us one last time, and then we can bring her home.
Yeah. Since Ghost mentioned it, I'll go ahead and mention it as well as I've done in the past, but I like Sagiras as a ghost. She definitely had more personality than our ghost, back then at least. Now Ghost has started to catch up. I also wish he had a different name. That's kind of annoying. I mean, yeah, I guess you could headcanon him having a different name, but the fact that he is a ghost and his name is Ghost would be like you being a human and your name was Hugh Man, Hugh space MANN. That's how dumb it is. But I digress. Ah, okay. True sight wore off. I'll go the other way. Try to at least. Yep, that's another one. Never mind then. I didn't know this was that close. Okay. See what I meant? The radar is great for being a radar, but not a map. And even then, the actual map is not all that great at times. Could have swore I looked there, but whatever. Oh, by the way, I'm going to try to remember, this is also a piece of advice. When you're using one with lasting impressions, make sure you're not fighting a boss that likes to bum rush you, because they absolutely will, and you'll die. Unless you're like really far away. So for the most part, you want to use a regular rocket launcher. Like, case in point, when I get to that sniper boss, I'm definitely not going to use this one. Even if they are less aggressive, I don't want to risk it. Nope, they're spawning in. Thankfully, abominations aren't known for their speed. They are pretty accurate, though. Okay, there's 3 of them. Let's see. Also, it should go without saying, if I do this on Legendary, this is going to be one of those parts that take me a bit, because I don't remember what the correct locations are. I remember this one actually gave me trouble at first. I'm like, there's no way this is here for no reason. So, yeah, that one wasn't so bad. That one I can remember. Just because it's so out of place. The other ones I think you actually have to look for. So, I'm going to let that reset, then we'll go look. Nope, nothing else in there. Think, what was that last one? Ah, I remember now. At least I think I do. Can't see, Ghost. Flashlight would have been really handy there. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. I was expecting another 7 minutes. This one also took me a little bit. I don't remember this being here though. But this is my memory, so that's kind of par for the course. Okay, I remember this room. This one?
I think we found it. There's something here.
Find a connection point. We need answers now.
This one wasn't so bad, especially compared to the last one. The one I told you gave me a lot of trouble because the rooms were small and really dark and constant enemies and that one dude that can one-shot you whenever he wants. So yeah, this one wasn't that bad, mostly because the room is so big. Speaking of which... Oh, and by the way, you should get these, because they give you... Yeah. Now, because I was so busy running for my life in Legendary, I'm not sure if these actually stay the entire time. Like, I stood in that one and got my full super. I wasn't doing that in the other one. I would stay for a little bit, get what I could, and then I'd run. Try to get to a relatively safe spot, fight back, and then find another. I couldn't just sit in one like I did there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They don't stay there indefinitely. They will fade away after a while, but looked like I made that one. The light was actually still there, but whatever. I'll deal with these guys real quick. Didn't worry about the light. There we go.
Those distorted symbols. I can't quite make them out.
Now, now these I do kind of like, because they remind me of, I've seen puzzles like these before. Just gotta remember where I was when I solved it last time. Oh. Let me think. Well, let me refresh it, then I'll solve it.
Let's look at this from another angle. We might be able to see the symbols better from higher up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking behind me. Ah, there it is. This is what I was looking for. I thought it was like a totem or something, but I was looking for that.
What is this place? Ikora, we've been transported somewhere. It doesn't look like the rest of Savathun's throne world. Ikora? We lost her, Guardian. I guess we're going in alone.
I had a slight issue when Ghost said that this doesn't look like the rest of Savathun's throne world. And, I mean, he's not wrong, technically, but just because it's a little bit bluer doesn't mean, you know, it's completely different.
I stand before a being with 1,000 names. It whispers one. The witness. Remember it. Remember that name. It is not darkness, but something that wears it like a cloak. It gives darkness a wicked shape. I refuse to be its servant. I spent centuries crafting schemes, playing tricks, finding loopholes. And then I select my new name. A man with many enemies and few friends. But those friends know secrets. About the light. About new beginnings. My plan takes shape.
That came from Sagira's shell. Like a psychic imprint. A memory. Savathun's memory. And if that's what it was, it means she used Ikora's relationship with Osiris to learn something about the light. Something dangerous. We're here, Finch.
Oh, good. I've been trying to reach you. I couldn't get through. Look, I got another tip for you. Big lead on your next clue. So, come meet me. No time to lose.
Another thing about this area in particular, the miasma, this place is almost always riddled with enemies, which probably sounds like a no-duh kind of comment, but I mean it in more of a sense of it's hard to be safe here, because like 7 out of 10 times wherever you are, there's going to be a Scorn with a sniper rifle that has a line of sight on you. That's what I mean, and it seems like it's the only place on all of Mars that's like that. I think that's kind of curious. But the most swamp-like area is also kind of the most dangerous. Speaking of which, the new strike, I can't remember the name of it right now, the one where you fight Ala Cool again. I bet no one expected to see him again. He's peculiar because you would think they would have given him a ghost, but the developers probably thought that that's too much for our smooth marble brains, because it would be kind of tedious to wear him down just to have to finish his ghost. And if we fail to do that, then we have to do the entire fight all over again. Fair enough, fair enough. But realistically, he should have one. He really should. But yeah, that's a very fun strike. I like it a lot. It's pretty long, but it's the good kind of long. Not like the corrupted, the objectively worst strike in the game that I've been saying since the very beginning.
I might have a few tasks, you know, for someone who knows how to move without being seen. Whoa, 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 you saw a what? A memory? See, I knew Sagira's shell would start us in the right direction. I knew it! Okay, here's the tip. Ever heard of Oryx? The Taken King? Savathun's brother? Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Savathun's got a temple dedicated to him. Look, I know what you're thinking. Who cares, right? But we found Sagira's shell in a temple dedicated to the sister Xivu. Imagine what we could find in Oryx's temple. Okay, as far as how we get in, well, you just leave that to me.
Right. The light blade. Actually, funnily enough, I think we're about to go there right now. I think we're actually about to do it. Which, you know, is fine with me because it is a fun strike, so I definitely don't mind doing it. I just think it's cool that they lined up that way.
Hey, do not knock anything over. I'm sorry, it's just that I got all this meticulously organized.
Right. So this is one that I don't recall ever doing. I'm not sure if it's a strike in the main story quest campaign, and I just don't remember it, or if it's actually not there and you have to select it from here or from the Nightfall or Vanguard playlist or whatever. But here's the one we want. And like I said, once we get in here, you'll see why I said it's a fun strike, because it does feel more like an adventure. The only downside is, as people are wont to do, they don't want to really enjoy the mission. They'll just run through it. I've only had one, maybe two groups that actually took their time. Well, to be fair, one of the groups I think was just straight up new. Two of the groups, rather, were straight up new. So that's probably why. But me personally, I like taking my time because I like this strike a lot. The only thing is missing is some rain. If it just had some rain, it'd be the perfect strike. Nah, the sunshot. Good choice. That's a kind of a cool looking warlock. And not going to judge this one since that's all blue gear. Not too much of a choice. The ghost is interesting though. Another fun fact.
Temple to Oryx
the warlock
is protected by one of Savathun's toughest warriors. He's guarding something. Something you can use like you use Sagira's shell. But the only way in is through some old canals, which means we need a boat. Leave that part to me.
As I say, fun fact, the warlock can, at any moment, be the highest mobility in the game, as far as I know. I don't think the Titan can move faster. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But I know for sure a warlock can move faster than me, thanks to their glide. And especially if they use Icarus Dash. So those who don't know this, and I honestly would not blame you, Alakul is actually from Destiny 1. He's from, I can't remember the name of the strike itself, but he was in the Lightless Pit. And the reason why he was there is because he tried to usurp Oryx, which did not go very well for him. So you had to fight him in this tiny, and I mean tiny, dark room, a cell, if you will. It had virtually no light at all. So he was really difficult to see. And what I think is really cool about him...
Hey, that's our guy, The one guarding the temple. What's he doing away from his post? This could be our chance.
What I think is really cool about him is, unlike most knights that wield swords or cleavers, they call them cleavers, but they're swords. Alakul uses a freaking axe, a giant axe, so I think that's pretty neat. Okay, I see him, or hear him, but I don't see him. And I'd rather not take a shield to the back of the head. I didn't want to go in there until that butterfly was dead. Or sorry, moth. Oh, that's also a fun little trick. If you... Maybe I'll try to demonstrate it on purpose at some point. But if you need to kill ghosts for like an achievement or something like that, you absolutely can, by getting the ghost the exact same time someone else does. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. That's not true. I think as long as you contribute to defeating it, I'm not gonna waste my super on that. As long as you contribute to damaging it.
Look, back there. The path is unblocked.
You don't have to be the one to kill the ghost. I've had it happen to me where I fought the light-bearing hive.
So Savathun was impersonating Osiris, Ikora's friend and mentor, right? Maybe Ikora slipped up. Said something that helped Savathun get at the light.
Whatever happened between them, this isn't Ikora's fault.
Sure. I'm just saying. Ikora is a spy master, right? And Osiris is her friend. Yeah, you'd think she would have noticed.
Savathun tricked all of us, including you, and every other Hive ghost. We're not going to let Ikora take this on herself.
That's all good, because he's right to defend Ikora like that. But at the same time, Finch makes a good point. Ikora is a spy master. She was, or is, Osiris's friend. And funnily enough, Ikora even said something along the lines of how she noticed there was a darkness or something behind Osiris's eyes, but she assumed that was just his grief.
Hive controls, and how does this... Ah! There it is. Here we go! Boat's moving!
But she assumed that was just his grief from when Sagira was killed. But no, it was Savathun. So technically she did notice, but she just mistook it for something else. So, funny that. But as I was saying, as long as you contribute to killing the light-bearing hive, you don't have to be the one to crush the ghost. You'll still get credit. I say that definitely wasn't me. Never mind, I still got credit, but that was not a precision hit.
Finch? Why did we stop?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't expect this. Just a little hiccup. You can get that barrier down, right? Sure you can.
I'll let them get this one. Didn't want to do that, but really did force my hand. Besides, the super should come back by the time I need it again. Man, I'm so glad hunters get to use the suppression grenade. That was definitely my favorite void grenade. I'm glad we get to use it now. I do hate how... Yeah, see, even this does it. Something... Well, hold on, he's about to talk.
Good job. Boat's on the move again.
I do hate how, for the most part, a lot of these things feel backwards. Like, the chests usually face the opposite direction you feel they should. I know there's been kind of a running theme with the Witch Queen, and I don't know why. Like, if you can play the Lost Sector, It might not be all of them. It might have just been the ones that I did, even though I did all 3. But one in particular I noticed was actually backwards. Yeah, there's the moth. I knew it was somewhere. I wasn't too worried about it because this isn't a nightfall, so I know the arc damage isn't going to be cocaine high. We're about to have a little company.
Finch, we're stuck again.
Seriously, but I did the thing. It's just this hive tech. It's so archaic. Just give me a sec. Got it.
Okay, so this next part is probably the only part, well, you know, that and the boss fight. Plus I need to finish talking about Alacool.
Okay, we're getting close to the swamp now. Temple's not far from here.
You said this is a temple to Oryx?
Yeah, that's right. Savathun's brother. The Taken King himself. Those two killed each other about 1,000,000 times over, but she dedicated a temple to him. Funny how that works. Now be careful here. Something happened to this place. It's overgrown with darkness.
I can sense light here, though. I just can't see it. Maybe there's a safe path through.
There actually is, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure what it is. Because there is no way marker. It basically just get to the end of the forest. But there are certain spots. Well, I say there's no way marker, but there's pointing one over there. Anyway, they basically have to just get to the end of the forest. But there's going to be these lanterns. I'm going to go through these things. Maybe, he did say something like you can't see them. So let me actually walk through this to see if this helps. Okay, well, I see it regardless. But yeah, I need to get to that lantern. And it will cleanse this darkness debuff on us. It's from the Crota's Inn. Dang, why can I not hit that thing? It's from the Crota's Inn raid where this mechanic was first introduced. No, you don't shoot it. Okay, so since my buff is gone, or debuff rather, I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna head over there. Guess that's where we're going next. You see what I mean? How these things have no aim assist? Speaking of which, something I learned is, believe it or not, the pikes that the Fallen ride on, those can give you memento mori, the vehicles, but not these moths, creatures that are very clearly alive. So, fun. Oh, also don't stand near them too long because they will explode. That's what that red glow was. Okay, I swear that wasn't there until I touched that gate. Or am I imagining it? Because if that's the case, then that would explain why sometimes I see these things and sometimes I don't. Alright, let's see. Okay, whatever. Maybe I can't shoot them and... Nah, that can't be right. Well, whatever. Yeah. Poor Ruby got left behind. Well, either way, they'll get dragged into it.
Looks like we're all clear, Finch. We're heading in.
Careful. The knight guarding this place? He's an old rival of Oryx, and he's no joke. Pretty funny that Savathun has him guarding Oryx's temple, though.
Yeah, I'll eat it. Like I said, they're not too big of a threat as long as you don't get, like... As long as you don't get, like, hit by 3 of them at once. On a nightfall, you could survive 1. If you have high resilience, you could probably survive 2. But I don't think anything can survive 3 or 4. I swear those things have no aim assist. My aim is not that potato. I don't know how he died. Oh, never mind. I was getting the names mixed up for a second. Also, the only reason I didn't go and help them is by the time I got up there, they would have survived anyway. So, while we're doing this, might as well talk about a la cool right there. So yeah, he tried to usurp Oryx because he was trying to impress some, I want to say witch, but they're called wizards even though they're mostly female. But anyway, he was eloping with one of them, and things did not go according to plan. Oryx defeated him, locked him away. But we did kill him, so I am curious how he's actually back. Matter of fact, his boss arena is similar to how we just dropped down. You drop into this black hole, and then, as soon as I was about to say it, yep, and then this beat drops. The only difference is now his armor is white instead of black, and you can actually see him now. Mechanically speaking, as far as I can tell, he works exactly the same. Well, no, that's not true. That bolt blast he has, yeah, that one, that's new. He didn't have that in Destiny 1. Oh, and something else I was saying I got cut off is, you know, since he's been wielding that big FU axe, he's prone to rushing you. Thankfully, he's not doing it right now, but in the lightless cell, it was pretty much non-stop, and he does enter a berserker state once his health is low enough, and you knock his helmet off. Or I should say rip his helmet off, since technically it's part of his body, but still. Either way, I guess that would enrage me too. He's only really dangerous, well, I mean, he's always dangerous, but he's much more dangerous if you're doing this on a nightfall, and one of the modifiers were, say, blackout, and the other one was arc burn, then yeah, he'd be incredibly dangerous. Alright, so whenever he does that, that means it's add phase time. You have to kill these things in order to make that shield go away. I'm gonna hold on to my grenade if I can. Yeah, for that exact reason. Also worth mentioning, he can get you anywhere on the map unless there's some key spot I'm unaware of. So don't assume you're safe just because you're up here. Oh yeah, see, his helmet's been knocked off. So he's basically in berserk mode. See how much faster he's moving? and he's much more inclined to get into melee range instead of just blasting you. Suppress. That was handy. Also, this is only...
The tablets hide a riddle.
Finch, you were right. We found something. It's a piece of the Tablets of Ruin. The tablets Oryx used to create Taken.
I was right. I was right. I knew it. I knew the Taken were involved somehow.
Alak Hul's ghost got away. It just left his body here.
Contingency plan. They're learning. Trying to stay a step ahead of you. But you got the tablet. That's the important part. That gets us one step closer to taking down the Witch Queen.
Alright, so I was waiting for them to stop talking. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't bother to look at this statue. But yeah, the plate that's floating here, that's only for this particular story mission. Anytime you do it as a Nightfall or regular strike, you don't have to interact with it. So yeah, I'm glad they said that, because that's something I genuinely forgot. Like I said, Alak Hul should definitely have a ghost. So I was like, well, why doesn't he have one? Because I know having to kill his ghost would be a bit tedious. You know, especially if you mess up, then you have to do the entire fight all over again. So I understand that, but he should have a ghost. And sure enough, he did. I just forgot that it, you know, wimped out, to put it subtly. I think it'd be kind of cool if it was Finch. I mean, I know it's not. Or at least as far as I know, it isn't. Nah, it's definitely not. But I think that would be cool if Finch was the ghost. Just because I already like Finch, and him being the ghost of Alak Hul, I think would have tied that together, since he's one of my favorite Hive enemies. He kind of reappears for the Haunted Forest event as well. It's not technically him, but more like a nightmare version of him that's actually unkillable. Speaking of PvP, I heard that there's been some issues, which is interesting because I've seen a lot of other Destiny 2 YouTubers and they have not mentioned it at all. Even one I found kind of recently uploads a video like every day or every other day, and even he did not mention it. But True Vanguard, someone I've been watching for a while, he did mention it, and he commented on how bad the connections were with the game. I don't know if it's netcode or lag or what have you. I'm not that tech savvy, but all I know is it's not playing the way it ought to, right? So I just think that's interesting no one has mentioned it, which is a little too bad, because I'm loving this Void subclass so much I kind of want to jump in there, but I'd rather save it for Iron Banner, since that's going to be much more annoying. him right in the knee. I'm gonna assume after every mob there's one of those orbs. That makes sense for there to be. Hopefully we can get it this time, because I'm pretty sure the orb down there is one I've been missing. I think. Hey, cool. Overshield. Never get enough of that. Oh, right. I don't have any rocket launcher ammo. That's alright. I got the ace of spades. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, I say I saw another one. That was 3. And this will be 4. Ah, there we go. Good. Okay, see, now it's heroic. Cool. Very cool. I kind of figured that was the case, but I always figured, you know, I was missing one. And I think the one down in that valley, back over there, is the one I was thinking of. Because I knew something was off. Okay, so good. We got the heroic version. See what I mean? How that dude from way over there is taking pot shots? That's kind of how it is in the miasma all the time. Where no matter where you are, some enemy has a line of sight on you.
Another pyramid superweapon down for the count.
And another day protecting the throne world from destruction. Good work, Guardian.
Thank you, troublemaker. I hope you're enjoying the show. I aim to please, after all, despite all the complaining and the ranting and the whatnot. That was a little jarring. Oh no, please tell me I don't actually have to go through this crap. I do, don't I? Yep. Where exactly am I? I think I'm... Ah, whatever. Alright, fine. Oh yeah, I just remembered something else I wanted to show. I'll have to try to remember to do it after this. Or find a more appropriate time to do it. There's a certain meeting you're supposed to take place in. And from a story point of view, should have done it right after the first mission, really. But I don't know if it was available or not. I'm gonna give the game the benefit of the doubt and say that it was. I just forgot to check. Because the way the story plays out, it seems like you're supposed to do it right after you finish the first main part of the story, where you return from Savathun's throne world. This might be a good example of what I told you about the map. Yeah, no idea where I am, because it's not showing me. I'm guessing somewhere in there, but I don't know. Alright, so let's see if this is the one where it happens. Then I'll comment on it. Nope. Alright then. I'll probably do it now anyway, just in case so I don't forget. But, no, I won't forget that. I'll wait.
The portal that was here before is gone. We'll have to find another way forward if we want to manifest the memory. The tablet we found must be connected to how Savathun got the light.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just don't belong. So that's one. And it's one of these two. I think it's this one, yeah. And there's a third one. Wait a minute. Yeah, I shot the right one. Ah, pick wrong. All you have to do is pick the ones that are right, but combination with my memory makes it a little difficult even though I'm looking right at it. So that's one. That's one. That's gotta be it. There we go. You thought that was bad? Just wait. That puzzle was nothing compared to the ones that come later, and I still messed up on it. Piece of advice, save your suppression grenade whenever you're in rooms like these, because you will need it. Also, for some reason, a lot of them like to congregate towards the back. No idea why, they just do, so try to save at least one rocket. There wasn't one here this time, but there's usually a light hive in there, whatever you want to call them.
I will never be the taken queen. I refuse to play second fiddle to my brother Oryx. When Oryx carved the tablets of ruin, he described the ability to create the Taken. But Oryx's chisel was affected by viral power from the deep. I studied its vermicular path. I read between the lines. The tablets hide a riddle. The answer to this riddle is something greater than the power to take. It is the power of the witness. To move worlds from one reality to another. This is what I will do. I will not take. I will give. I will grant the Traveler a safe haven away from its enemies. And once it hangs in the sky of my throne world, I will seal it away.
Ba-ba-bum. Yep, that's pretty much the crux of Savathun's plan right there.
Savathun is planning to pull the Traveler into her throne world and seal it away. If that happens, we could lose our connection to the light forever. We need to talk to Ikora.
Oh, something's shooting at me. Like I told you it would, because of the miasma. Funnily enough, I remember the ghost's name I was talking about the other day, Imaru. It just randomly occurred to me. I hate how my memory works that way. Randomly came to me, I should say. Alright, before we do that, we're going to do the other thing, just to ensure that I don't forget. It's right here. And since we're in transit and I'm not in a hurry, I'll go ahead and slap that ghost on right quick.
Checking. Transfer. Good luck.
I like this one, but at the same time, shoot to loot and vorpal weapon. I guess vorpal weapon is ultimately more useful, and shoot to loot can actually be really useful in and of itself. So I won't delete it, but I will store it. And I am proud of this one. I think the masterwork is probably handling, let's be honest. What else would it be? Oh, how about that? I was wrong. It's not handling. So, yeah, definitely keeping this one. I like this one too, but I know I can get a better one, so just trying to make some room.
Even for a Cryptarch, he was crazy.
That should do for now. So here comes a fun little meeting.
Opened fire on us. My warriors were responding to unexpected threats.
Surprised you had any troops left to report the incident.
Not sure I'd go in there if I were you.
The rules of engagement had changed.
I don't need to listen to this.
Guardian, what fortuitous timing.
Indeed. I'm fresh from performing Cabal funeral rites. Care to explain?
Our condolences, Empress. Your people fought and died with honor. But they didn't have to.
We can all prevent future losses if we choose to put the incident on Mars behind us and work together. What we discovered there is a threat to both humanity and the Cabal.
You want my help?
Want is a strong word.
You need my help.
I don't know how the Hive came into possession of the light. Ikora will find out. But in the meantime...
Invincibility lies in the defense. The possibility of victory in the attack.
Sun Tzu.
I've read your texts. You want us to hit them.
I need us to hit them. Hard.
So yeah, that was a pretty good cutscene. Getting all of them together like that. Which reminds me of something. I cannot remember his name, but he's known as the Fanatic. Another kind of... See, because I wasn't present for the raid, so I didn't know anything about the guy. I don't even really know how to say his name besides starting with an R. But even before that, I had kind of had a revelation on why the... Let me try to even remember what it was. Basically, the way I can explain it is the Scorn are now listening to the Witness and its emissaries. But that still doesn't explain where the Fanatic is. Did he not have a will of his own, or is he also being puppeteered around like the other ones are? I'm guessing not, because the other ones actually were like mindless zombies. Only the Barons seem to actually retain a sense of will. So, I don't know, but I am curious to see him come back.
I meet you in blood, Guardian. There was violence between your people and mine. This will be forgiven. Once. Our alliance must be strong to stand against Savathun's Hive. I see Commander Ikora has delivered the Synaptic Spear. Light-suppressing Cabal technology. Refined and weaponized. Locate a Hive Lieutenant. One brimming with Savathun's influence. My scions will force it into their mindscape and connect your light to the light of the weakened Hive. It will struggle against you, You will face embodiments of its belief in Savathun. Take up your spear and destroy them, and it will be left lightless. Without the light or a worm, the hive will die. Unless my scions keep it alive, we will bring it to your helm and sift through its broken mind to discover its secrets. All under the watchful eye of your Lord Saladin. I have led many warriors into battle, but this psychic warfare, I will enjoy the experience. Fight well, Guardian. Bring glory to both our clans, and break these hive against the bow of our union.
Yeah, you gotta love Keitel and her little speeches. So I'm debating if I should do this or not. Give you a chance to read all this. Oh, never mind. I might have already counted, unless there's another message.
Young wolf, we have need of your fangs. The Vanguard is split. While Ikora deals with Savathun in the Throne World, we're facing more direct threats here on Earth. Lucent Hive have broken into the EDZ. Our guardians on the ground were caught unprepared. The reinforcements we sent were lost. We are facing a new enemy. Hive with the light. I will not allow it, so I'm sending you. I'm told you can use that spear to sever the Hive's connection to Savathun, essentially killing it. But before it can die, we capture it, bring it here, for psychic analysis. Keitel's scions are the key to this operation. If you see them on the battlefield, resist the urge to open fire. We need them to learn what happened to our guardians, and how to stop it from ever happening again. The Hive are at our doorstep. They think their corrupted light gives them the strength to stand against us. Now go to the EDZ and show them how wrong they are.
Right. So I've made up my mind for now, unless something really cool happens in it. I will do that off stream. I'll do it in my own time, because one, I need to. And two, so far, and I'm going to hate saying this, because now that I am, it's going to happen, but I'll say it anyway. I haven't died yet, and I'd rather not. I'd rather try to go through this without dying. Just as an own little personal challenge to myself. That being said, the PsyOps can actually be maybe not necessarily hard, but easy to die in. I find whenever I go in there, me or my team usually die. We don't wipe, but shenanigans usually happen and someone winds up dead. So to avoid that, I'm going to try to make this as deathless as possible. So let's see. Yeah, right. Talk to Ikora. Oh. That confused me for a second. I thought that was like a way marker. And technically it is, but I meant more like story related. But that's always there.
So, it's not the darkness that's responsible for the planet's mass abduction, but an entity behind it. The Witness. And it seems I might be the one responsible for Savathun's theft of the light. I won't lie. I anticipated this. After all, I was the one who welcomed her into the tower, who gave her access to the Vanguard archives. And now, humanity is at risk of losing the Traveler to the Hive. If I truly am to blame here, I need to know, before Savathun gets her claws anywhere near the Traveler. Your friend Finch has been in touch with a new lead. I'm not so sure about this one, but right now we can't afford any hesitation. Connect with him in the Throne World. Find the answers we need, no matter what it takes.
Yep.
Our light is stronger than ever.
Indeed. Oh, there's the first yawn. Oh, wait, no, that's for that. Wow. Been kind of lucky with all these events. Get out of the way, you corpses. Yeah, a Nova Bomb to the face. That'll do it. I meant to see what this one had. I kind of forgot to check. Killing Wind and Frenzy? Nah, no thanks. Okay, that works. I like that. Get one heroic after it's been like, I almost want to say a week. I'm not sure how long. A while. Definitely some days. And the very next time I do this one, the exact same one, get heroic again. That's one of the Ethonra luck being good for once. And I do mean once. Must be a blue moon tonight.
Phew. A pyramid super weapons down. That was a close one.
All that matters is that the throne world remains standing thanks to your efforts. As always, we thank you.
Okay, I think that might have been a first. I already told, well, nah, because the cooldown shouldn't even apply there, so really don't have an explanation for that, unless there was latency or something. But not only was that a precision shot and a precision kill, didn't get Memento Mori for it. That could be very problematic in PvP.
Good, you're here. I got a feeling about this lead, Guardian. This could be big. Big enough to crack this case wide open.
Finch, a hunch is not enough. We need evidence. Compelling evidence.
Okay, how about a secret underground temple? Because I found one deep in the tunnels there. And guess who it's dedicated to?
Savathun.
Yeah, well, kinda. It's dedicated to Ethonra, Savathun before she was a hive god. I mean, talk about compelling. Just imagine what's buried down there.
Imagine? So you haven't seen this object?
I didn't get eyes on it per se, but I know it's powerful. Enough to attract a whole mess of scorn.
If this object is what you promise, then it'll be worth it. Stay alert, Guardian. We can't miss this one.
I think there's going to be some issues here. I remember it all starts to come together after this mission.
Scorn are even more entrenched than the last time we were here.
Oh yeah, Scorn have dug themselves in deep down here.
You know, I was thinking, I might as well say this before I forget. The Ace of Spades, one of my favorite hand cannons, second only to Hawk Moon. And even then, only a little bit. They're almost dead even, really. I like Hawk Moon because, I mean, it's Hawk Moon. How can you not like it? But the Ace of Spades has so much going for it, especially when I put this skin on it. How can you not like it? It's even silver, like the Hawk Moon. I like the best of both worlds. Anyway, I can't remember exactly how it was phrased, but I learned something kind of new about the Ace of Spades. About the Ace of Spades, and that was why it has 13 bullets and why Memento Mori allows 6 shots. And it was something along the lines of how something to do with a deck of 52 cards. I think there's like 13 different cards. I can't remember how it was phrased, so I'm sorry about that. There's something about 52 cards in a deck somehow brings up the number 13 in there. I don't know if that's to do with the patterns or the number of hands that can be made or what, but 13 is in there. And that explains the 13 rounds in Ace of Spades. As far as the 6 bullets go, this one might be a bit of a stretch. But allegedly, it's because back in the Wild Western days, the amount of money it took to gamble on the average card game in order to enter in was 6 cents. Hence, the 6 Memento Mori bullets. And I do believe that, compared to the other theory is that, you know, Cade 6 shots. And while that could be a reason, the reason why I'm not really sold on that is because then by that logic, when he was regular Cade and the Memento Mori still had 6 bullets, what then? What about Cade 2, 3, 4, and 5? Same thing. So Cade 6 was purely coincidental. Plus, I didn't bother watching it because it felt way too much like clickbait. But I did see a YouTube video brought up and someone was talking about Cade 8. Don't ask me what happened to Cade 7. So, yeah, that one I think is just purely coincidental. The 13, 52 cards and the 6 cents gambling makes more sense to me.
So Finch, tell us more about this temple. How do you know it's dedicated to Ethonra?
I only got a peek inside, but the statue in there looks just like her.
So Savathun built a mausoleum for her younger self, then abandoned it. Why?
I don't know. Embarrassment? Who isn't a little ashamed of their past?
Dead end. But there's an illusion here, with Savathun's signature. So, she didn't leave this area totally unprotected.
Why didn't she return to upgrade her defenses with the light? Why haven't the Lucent Hive come to confront the Scorn?
Oh, maybe it's bait. Maybe she's luring the Scorn in so she can convert them. Use them against the witness.
I highly doubt Savathun would gamble her throne world for the sake of a few Scorn brigades. No. Savathun and the witness are fighting a turf war. You don't cede ground unless you're losing.
Alright, so this is one I've been kind of dreading. It's another puzzle, as you do, but this one was a little tricky for me. Like some of the spots I kind of remember. I think there's one somewhere around here. In fact, I know there is. It's somewhere around here. Just gotta find it. There it is. There's one there. One there. I think there might be 5. That's 3. 4. And 5. Said it before, I'll say it again. Thank God for finishers.
So that's the temple Savathun dedicated to herself. It's
quite a sight, isn't it? Can't accuse Savathun of being too humble.
Yeah, I think I remember the boss, quote-unquote boss, in this area. If I'm correct, it's the one I told you I almost gave up again on. Well, I don't even know if that's the correct term, because I didn't really give up the first time, so I can't give up again. So I guess to be more accurate, it's the second boss that almost made me give up. I think that's more accurate.
There's no way to lower the bridge from here.
There has to be another path forward.
Ooh, that was close.
Use your senses, Guardian. You've gone too far to turn back empty-handed.
I almost literally died for nothing. Don't even need to go that way. Yep, gotta get these though. I could have kept the chain going, but that tether threw me off.
Hey, before you go in the temple, we should take bets on what this object's gonna be. Now, I don't technically have any glimmer, but I do have a pretty solid theory based on what we found so far.
Now's not a good time, Finch.
Yes, don't distract the Guardian. We're already taking a gamble that this thing has the answers we need. The Traveler and the Last City are depending on it.
I think that might have been some heavy ammo that fell off. That's a bit tragic.
Guardian, look. That plate in the center should lower the drawbridge.
This part was a little tricky my first time. I don't believe I died, but as per usual, I had to be really, really careful.
Finally! Ikora, we're lowering the drawbridge now.
Good. Once you're in, head straight for the statue Finch described. If this fits the pattern, the object should be nearby.
I'm about to say, the reason why I stopped is because I remember the first time I was here, I couldn't help but notice these plates look very barricade-esque. Almost like they're making really good cover, and sure enough. Oh look, we're almost there.
Guardian? Ghost? Have you found the object yet?
The only thing here is the statue.
What? There's gotta be more!
Now, I'll be honest. Whether you all believe me or not, I'm not going to say I don't care, but it's kind of doesn't matter because it's so obvious there's no reason for me to lie about it. When I first saw this, and you got to admit, the developers obviously did it on purpose, so I don't know why they made everyone else be momentarily stupid for this moment. But it's very clear that this is not just a statue. That right there is pretty special. And sure enough, it is. Now, I don't remember where everything is going to spawn, but since I'm about to get a free super anyway... Yeah, this probably gets kind of crazy. Another little fun fact, your energy weapons will always deal more damage to shields than your kinetic weapons, even if the energy type does not match. So if you need to break a shield really badly, then just use any energy weapon, regardless of whether it matches or not. Like, yeah, it's better if it matches, but it doesn't have to. That was far easier than last time, let me tell you.
Ikora, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like there's anything here but the statue.
Finch, please don't tell me the Guardian did all this for nothing.
No, there's something there, I swear. Wait. What if the object is the statue itself?
Or one part of the statue. That worm familiar looks like it's a separate piece.
Of course. This is Savathun's temple after all. There had to be a trick in it.
Yeah, not much of a trick. I will say the second part about the worm statue also wasn't surprising to me, considering everything else. I don't remember if I just figured it out or if a hint is given to you
found the way
early.
forward before. Look for where Savathun has concealed the path.
Don't worry, Ikora, I'm on it. I don't remember if you get hints along the way or if I just figured it out that fast, but it does become, again, I know I say this word a lot, obvious that it's more than meets the eye. Oh, speaking of which, More to meet the eye. Yeah, that one actually did trick me the first time. You need to go much, much higher because probably can't quite tell, but there's a force field actually around the statue. So you can't just jump into it. Remember when I said bosses in quotes? There's more than one.
But that's impossible. That's an Ahamkara.
What? I knew it. I knew the Ahamkara weren't gone. I knew there was one left. At least one.
The last one died cursing the Dreaming City. This has to be another illusion.
So yeah, it happened so fast and uneventfully, I really didn't get to talk about it. Because I was blown away by how much damage I did. Like, if I used Galahorn there, which I believe I did when I did my successful attempt, that boss probably would have died to the Galahorn right there. Since the Ascendancy did that much damage. Anyway, so yeah, that's the second boss that nearly made me give up. Because it could two-tap me at any moment. And it was so aggressive that it basically never got off my ass. It was like always there. So that made the fight really, really hard, but I did manage to do it. So, as far as this fight is concerned, though, even then, the fight was not that hard. Because this is pretty much all it does. Really easy to bait. And some ads are going to show up later, but they're no big deal, even then. So they're definitely not now. But I'd rather not just... Well, I mean, I guess I'll use one rocket. Oh, came a bit too high. Thanks, Analog Stick. Ah, screw it. If I need to, I'll use my super. Alright, that should have did damage. Yeah.
Ethonra's right. This is an illusion. Just a very, very realistic one.
Well, I do have charge for light, so that'll help a little bit. And by a little bit, you know, I'll do a special exception for this, just so we're not here all day. Bring out the Hawk Moon. This is also the weapon I use on this thing, by the way. On my first run. You will get immune right when I get to the Kaka bullet, wouldn't you?
The hive magic powering that illusion is limited. If you escape, it can't follow.
No chance of that. Exit's completely blocked. Oh, those scorn must have come from somewhere.
I'm not sure if I said it in my brief, but this is technically my first time fighting an armed arm since I never did the last wish raid. Was that what I think it was? Nah, it just looked yellow. This part was kind of nerve-wracking back on Legendary because I had these two abominations pinning me down with all the ads and stuff. But I did manage to do it, obviously. Dang, I do say that too much, don't I? Still.
Of course that Ahamkara would have one final move. We gotta find a way out, fast. Ikora, Finch, any suggestions? Guess we're on our own. Let's go, Guardian.
I'm gonna say it right now at the risk of jinxing myself, but I was able to do this the very first time successfully without dying. Let's see if I can do it again. Man, thank goodness those things aren't just one touch and you die. Cool.
Ghost. Guardian. Come in. Are you there?
We're here, Ikora. We're on our way to the surface now.
And you've got the object, right? Otherwise, this was a huge waste of time.
We got it. Thanks for the concern, Finch.
Phew. Well, I never doubted you for a second. Ikora was worried, but I knew you two could handle that Ahamkara. Wasn't even a real one.
The danger was real enough. I never should have sent the Guardian in on such shaky intel. Even if it was our only lead.
Well, we made it out in one piece. And if this object shows us how Savathun got the light, the risks were worth it.
Yes. Let's hope.
Yeah. Go
Why am I
team.
not surprised? After all that, just to die like that. Well, it wouldn't be an Ethonra string without something like that happening, now would it? Anyone care to explain how that happened when I very clearly was not aiming at the floor? Just because? My luck? Yeah, that sounds about right. Let me make sure I can't just teleport to where they're trying to get me. Ah, okay, I know exactly where we're going then. The only thing I say bothers me more than a liar is a hypocrite. So as much as I would like to say that death doesn't count, a death is a death. So much for running it flawless. Oh, and if you're wondering, no, that didn't happen on Legendary. it is.
What happened? How come we can't get in? Ikora, it didn't work. We couldn't unlock the memory on the worm familiar.
What? Why? What happened?
I'm not sure. We did the same as before, but this time, it rejected us.
But... that can't be. That's the only lead we have. I suppose we'll need another plan. I don't know. Bring that thing back to Mars. I'll talk to Eris. See if she has any other ideas.
On our way.
Alright, so I was waiting specifically for that part to happen so I could explain it, which is kind of funny considering, you know. But on Legendary, when I did come here, I think I was standing like right around here for whatever reason, and it knocked me back into one of these pillars and it killed me. So that's nice to get punished for something that is not my fault. Now, I believe I know what happens next, and I'm debating if I should show it or not. No, I think right now is a pretty good cliffhanger. So yeah, we retrieve the worm familiar statue from not Savathun's tomb. Will we find a way to get into her throne world again? Will we unlock the secrets that the worm familiar statue holds? Find out next time. And speaking of next time, that's probably not going to happen until Sunday, because I have plans Friday, plans I don't particularly care for, and Saturday. Oh boy, Saturday. So yeah, probably Sunday. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you around.